Hello from Great Yarmouth Harbour. I'm looking across to Gorleston where all the lights are. I've been out filming today. Well, today when I'm filming this, not the day you're watching it. And this is the day that I filmed all the ships in Lowestoft. And the boats, and I went to Alton Broad, walked 11,000 steps. But now it's the next day, the next morning, and the sun is just rising out on the horizon. So hopefully by the time I come back from breakfast, I'll be looking very pretty with sunshine. It's just exactly how I hoped it would look today. I've just come down to the car park because I could see from the window that there were boats. So I've come down to film them. Behind me is Nelson's Monument. I know it's hard to believe in 2023 that there could possibly be people living on the beach in tents in the middle of winter, but they're two different people. So I've left the hotel and I'm actually going to meet Emily, my daughter, but I thought I'd just stop on the way and show you this wall art, street art. Now, I have explained to you all before that I am actually strange, as I like rust, because you get all the different colours in it, especially if it's by the sea. And this gasometer in Great Yarmouth is full of incredible rust, and I understand they're going to be taking it down. Look at all that rust. So it's very sad. Anyway, I've moved on to Blackfriars, and I thought I'd just show you the town wall. It actually took 100 years to build this town wall, and every resident had to help build it. In a little while we can actually drive through the town wall and we'll come out on South Quay. So for those of you who don't know, this is South Quay. On the left is the River Yare that takes the ships out to sea. And along here we have some merchants' houses on the right hand side, and then the town hall. Then we'll go over Haven Bridge, and we have Haven Bridge House, the great big tower building that you can see there in the distance. So this is Haven Bridge. It goes up to let the ships through, or the big cruisers that can go on to Breydon Water. So my daughter is a hairdresser and she says, "Come in, Mum," because we're going out for lunch soon. So she says, "Come in before we go out and I'll do your hair for you." So thank you, Emily. It's lovely. Very pretty. So we've arrived at the Pier Hotel. We've ordered our food and it's arrived. And we had a debate over whether these flowers are real or artificial. And they are real. They are real. So we've had the most amazing lunch. We've been in there ages. Lots of lovely nattering, as ladies do. and I'm now taking her home. I can't possibly put her on the bus, can I? So I'm just driving her home. We're going along the Acle Strait, just past the Stracy Arms there. So I've dropped her off and I've just pulled into Acle, into the car park, and there's all these police cars. Now, I don't know if you've ever noticed when you've driven down the Acle Strait, there's actually a bridge along here, and that goes over the disused Tunstall stave, and that's right beside that lay bar. You can actually park and go down the public footpath and have a look at that stave. So obviously I'm back in Yarmouth. I'm going along the seafront, and I thought I'd just show you how deserted it is. Has anybody spotted anybody walking along here yet? I think I've seen 4 people so far. I know it's out of season, I totally get that, but there are several coaches about, so they're obviously out on day trips today. Obviously, driving down here, the footage has been speeded up, as it has in other places, like when I was going down the Acle Strait. So I'm just making my way back to my hotel. I'm actually shattered after all the walking yesterday and then today. And then when you see where I go tomorrow as well. We're almost at 22,000 steps over the 3 days. Nothing for most of you, I know. But for me, that's quite a lot. Now it's Saturday, my final day here, and another beautiful sunrise. Although I visit Breydon Water an awful lot, I've never actually walked from Great Yarmouth to Burgh Castle along the path at the edge of Breydon Water. So I think today I'm going to try and get at least halfway along. Straight away there's a boat, but unfortunately I can't see what name it is. I'm a long way from the birds today, but I know there are teal, lapwing, golden plover, redshank, shelduck. Obviously I'm not saying in the order you're seeing them on the screen though. About every 30 seconds water comes out of this pipe. I presume it's water from the marshes, drained possibly by an electric pump, diesel pump, I don't know. I don't know all the technical stuff. All I know is water comes out of here about every 30 seconds. So what do you think? What are your thoughts? As I look online every day to see what is on Breydon Water, I'm led to believe, or reliably informed, I should say, that there are 11,300 golden plover. How on earth do they count them? Does anybody know? Because I think that's such a skill. I'd love to be able to do that. I'm so engrossed in watching all the birds flying around that I nearly missed the lifeboat going past. They look as though they're on a training exercise rather than an actual job. And when I zoomed in on the footage, I couldn't see it at the time I was there, but when I zoomed in, it's Mundesley lifeboat. So, is that something they always do? Do they always train on Breydon Water? I don't know. Wonderful that they're there, though. That horse I passed in the marshes has got its mane plaited. I thought that was rather sweet. Here's the golden plover, look. They all line up in a narrow strip. It's a red shank, seeing what he can get on the edge. And then, as always, I leave you with some photos I took. Sunrise there, that was beautiful, it really was. And then sunrise the next day. So this just about brings me to the end of my stay in Great Yarmouth and then my walk along Breydon Water. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't seen the Lowestoft one, which is the one I filmed when I stayed here the very first day, I'll tag it in the end of this one for you to have a look at. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. As always, you can share any of my videos if you wish to do so, and perhaps you'd like to subscribe as well. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back again soon.